First off, I'll start off by explaining my staple supplements. Staple meaning the supplements that I use every single day on a daily basis. On this side, we have the supplements that I use every now and again and on the odd occasion. And I'll explain the differences why. What's up guys, Joseph Rakic here from josephrakicfitness.com. Let's get started with this workout. Alright, so we're going to go for 10 to 12 reps here, and don't go right the way down. Stop short, just of full range of motion. That way it's going to keep the stress and the tension on the muscle, which is going to rip more muscle fibers and lead to more muscle growth. Alright, so right now we're going to go with a big compound movement for the biceps, and then we're going to finish off on a burnout. So when you're training your biceps, you're doing a lot of curls, and the biceps are always activated under a curling motion. So to overload the bicep with another form of stress, we're going to do bicep pull-ups. Overload the bicep muscle with a different variation, and we're then going to superset that with some hammer curls. This one here, I like to pull up and then out. Pulling out just gets a little bit more of a contraction of the bicep muscle. Alright, so we're just going to do a bit of a live stream here. How do you go live again? I can't remember. Are we live? What's up guys? Joseph Rakic from josephrakicfitness.com, and today I want to be taking you through a live stream workout. Biceps, triceps, and a little bit of shoulders as well. So while I'm doing this workout, if you guys have any questions on training, nutrition, supplementation, ask me, and Mimi will ask me all your questions, and I'll reply back to as many of you as I can. Squeeze the muscle on every set.
Best way to get rid of love handles.
You cannot spot reduce your body fat, so the only way to lose your love handles is to lose overall fat, and that's done through a calorie deficit diet plus cardio.
How many times a week should you work your triceps? Look at it.
I work mine twice per week at the moment. Whenever you're training any muscle group, guys, the most important thing is always the squeeze and contraction. A lot of people just neglect that and they just go through the motion. So we're going to superset this. So we're doing tricep push downs, superset with tricep push outs. How much people are going live? Where's everyone from?
That says how high is your rib range when cutting?
It doesn't change from when I'm bulking, but my rep range, I do use a wide variety. So I go anywhere from literally using rep ranges from 4 to 6 to 8 to anything around 20, 25, 30. Alright, so we're doing tricep dips now. I like to add some chains around my neck because it adds the weight and the resistance up around my upper body. A lot of people, they add the weight around a weight belt and the weight is kind of hanging down there. I find if I got the weight up around my neck, there's more resistance on my triceps, so I can feel it a lot better.
And what about the form?
What's that?
The form when you
yeah.
You go all the way down and lock it?
Yeah, I try to go right the way down, get a good stretch of the triceps. And I try to lean forward a little bit, but not too much. If you lean forward too much, your chest will take over. If you're too straight, your chest is deactivated, but I find you gotta have a little perfect angle like that. I got it. What's up, Miss Keto? For anyone that wants some awesome keto recipes, definitely go check out Miss Keto on Instagram, MZ_keto.
Hey, sick bling, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking about rocking up to the club this weekend like this.
So we're halfway through the workout. Joseph is doing a Facebook live stream. Dude does not stop. I am currently struggling to hold the camera. My arms are like shaking, but life goes on, and we've got to get this video to you guys. So
Yeah, we gotta get the footage, you guys.
I'm just saying how my arms, I'm like shaking while holding the camera.
My arms are sore too.
You don't even do the arm workout.
I am already. Oh.
Your arms are sore. I'm the one doing an arm workout. Yeah. Yeah. Shit.
Okay, I thought the workout was done, but apparently we're doing shoulders now. Shoulder press with what? What are we doing?
Shoulder press superset with some dumbbell lateral raises. Sorry guys, I'm gonna say it again for the YouTube. So this exercise that I'm about to perform right now, barbell upright rows, is one of my favorite exercises for really building that roundness to your shoulder. When you're doing a barbell upright row, you're working the lateral head of your shoulder, which is the middle head of the shoulder. Mass or muscle hypertrophy in the lateral deltoid is what really gives your shoulders that round, capped look.
How to bulk without getting fat?
Train as hard as you can. The harder you train, the more muscle fibers you're going to rip, which those calories are going to go towards building muscle instead of to building or to gaining fat. And you want to be in a small surplus, not a big surplus.
What would a small surplus be like?
I advise about 200, maybe 300 calories above your maintenance.
And how long would you bulk for under that?
Personal preference. The longer you can bulk, the better, because when you're bulking, your metabolism is getting faster and faster.
Yeah.
Wait, what type of lion?
What's that?
So, what'll it be today?
I want to see something cool.
Hey!
Come on, Barbie, let's go party. Jump in. Scratch the seat, I'll tell you. The beat drops.
Can you let me out, please?
Sure thing.
That's pretty slow.
It's dark in here.
Wash my hands.
This is the end of life, out of mind, out of sight. Liquid is blended ice, only time I see the light. When turns into night.
I don't know, I don't eat anything.
Living comes with a price.
Alright, oh, Master Chef.
Master Chef in the house. Post-workout meal. Gonna get some eye fillet.
Actually looks pretty yum.
Yeah, man. Cook it in the air fryer.
And that's the secret, you reckon?
That is a secret, mate. So I'm gonna weigh out 250 grams.
Love my steak. Do you ever cheat on your meals? On your...
My calories are just so high. I don't need to cheat. Like I can just eat whatever kind of.
So, do you have like a sweet tooth or anything? Or no? That's probably why.
Yeah. I just love my steak, eh? I just made my next meal as well.
No.
Just like that. Now with my eye fillet, I'm gonna have some avocado. Whew, look at that. 6 minutes and you're done.
And it actually does look so good.
Bro, it looks so good.
Gotta do whatever to guarantee me a meal. Ain't no reason to be teasing, I let them know how I feel. If they with it,
Okay, so now the part of the video that you've all been waiting for. What supplements do I use and why do I use them? This is definitely the most common question that I get asked via social media, so I thought I may as well explain it in this new YouTube series that I have going. First off, I'll start off by explaining my staple supplements. Staple meaning the supplements that I use every single day on a daily basis. On this side, we have the supplements that I use every now and again and on the odd occasion. And I'll explain the differences why. So these supplements over here, the reason these are staple is because I find these to be the most important. First off, we have your whey protein. Now I use two different brands. I use Optimum Nutrition and I also use EHP Labs. At the end of the day, when it comes down to protein powders are protein powders, so it doesn't really matter what brand of protein you're using as long as it is a whey protein. It basically comes down to personal preference and what you like the flavor on. I like the flavor of both these brands, so I go back and forth between the two. Either chocolate or banana, as those are my two flavors of choice. After your protein powders, I have creatine as one of my staple supplements. Reason creatine is a staple supplement is because I believe it to be one of the most effective supplements for building muscle. Creatine, great for building muscle, great for your strength, great for explosive power, helps with fatigue, not to mention it holds water in the muscle cell, giving you the appearance of muscle fullness. So it is a great supplement all around, and it must be used every day, if you do decide to use it, that is. The reason creatine must be used every single day is because for creatine to work and to be effective, your muscle cells need to be saturated with creatine. And the only way to do that is to take 5 grams of creatine on a daily basis. Apart from creatine, there is a multivitamin. And out of all the supplements here, this is definitely the most important in my opinion. The multivitamin that I use is from a brand called Nutrello, and it is a whole food multivitamin. Whole food meaning it is vitamins and minerals from whole foods and not synthetically made. That is the reason I choose this multivitamin over anything else. Not to mention it has high dosages of vitamins and minerals, so it is a very performance-based multivitamin for someone that trains hard in the gym. Now, no matter how good your diet is, no matter how many different varieties of food you have in your diet, you're still most likely not getting all of your vitamins and minerals in at optimal dosages. That is why I take a multivitamin on a daily basis, just to cover all those bases. So, that is my staple supplements. Now, these supplements here are just the supplements that I use every now and again. First off, I'll start off with my pre-workouts. Pre-workouts, I like to mix it up every now and again with different brands, and I like to use it for maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks in a row, and then I stop it for 2-3 weeks in a row. The reason I do that is because whenever you take a pre-workout or a supplement, your body's getting used to those ingredients, your body's getting used to those stimulants, so it stops having the effect that it once did when you first started taking it. So at the moment I'm using pre-workouts, but in a few weeks I'm going to stop them altogether. And the reason I change my brands around is because all different pre-workouts have different ingredient profiles at different dosages. So no matter what pre-workout you take, they're going to have different effects on your body. You may like some of them, you may find some of them to not be as effective. The pre-workouts that I'm using at the moment is this one here, Pathogen, from the brand called Outback. And I've just recently used the pre-workout Ghost. I enjoyed that. And I also enjoyed the C4 from Cellucor. And I also have my own pre-workout, of course, which is Rakich Rage. Now, if it's a big leg day or a big back day where I need a lot of energy and a lot of focus, I will use Rakich Rage. Reason being is because I formulated this myself and I just wanted the best pre-workout in the world. So I literally put super high dosages of all the ingredients that I find to be most effective in a pre-workout into this container right here. So I'm going to be biased and I'm going to say this is the best pre-workout in the world, and that is because I formulated it myself. And I didn't formulate this to be second best in the world. I formulated it to be the best in the world. So I guarantee if you try this, it'll blow your socks off. However, still mix it up from time to time. After the pre-workouts, you have a fat burner. Again, fat burners, I always mix it up from time to time, and I don't use them all the time because your body's going to get used to it again. Now, as you guys know, I've just started my cutting phase, and I'm doing no cardio, and I'm using no fat burners at the moment. I will be using Rakich Ripped in maybe 4 or 5 weeks time when my calories get lower and I need to add in another tool in order to burn more calories so I can lose more body fat. At the end of the day though, in order to get ripped, fat burners are not the key. It comes down to your diet and it comes down to your training. If you do that and you stay consistent, you can get the results that you want. Fat burners are just the ice cream, the cherry on the top of the ice cream, I should say. Are they needed? Not at all. All you need is, like what I said, a good meal plan and a good workout program. However, are they beneficial and will they help you get results faster? Yes, they will, because they help you burn more calories. Alright, after that we have turmeric. Now turmeric is great for inflammation, so anyone who trains hard should be supplemented with turmeric. Now I don't use this every day. I have this in my supplement drawer and I just literally take it every now and again. Maybe in a week I'll take it 2 or 3 times, if that. Fish oil, essential fatty acids. Now this is most likely a staple supplement for someone that doesn't eat a lot of fatty fish. However, I love salmon, so I eat salmon pretty much every single day. It is in my meal plan. So I get enough essential fatty acids. But for someone that doesn't consume much essential fatty acids, you should definitely supplement with your fish oil on a daily basis. Because it is essential to the human body. Good for the brain, good for your eyes, good for your skin, good for your heart. Not to mention, it is good for muscle growth as well. Apart from fish oil, I take some apple cider vinegar. Now, call it a supplement, call it not a supplement, whatever. I say this is a supplement. I take this on a daily basis, maybe 2 to 5 times per week, just when I remember. And the reason I take this is because it helps with digestion, helps with protein breakdown, and it helps keep potassium in the cell. Super important for anyone that trains hard in the gym. After that, I have calcium. Calcium is great for bodybuilders, people in the gym, because every time you're lifting weights, your muscles are contracting. Your muscles need calcium in order to contract. I don't take this every day because too much calcium can be a bad thing, and it can lead to kidney stones, which is something that you don't want. Because I've never had it, but from what I've heard, it's a painful experience because you have to piss a stone out of your thingy. And I'm not sure that would be a pleasant experience. So calcium, take that, a couple of times a week, and that'll cover your bases. Vitamin D. Now, vitamin D, believe it or not, is actually not a vitamin. It is a hormone. I don't know why they call it a vitamin, but whatever. Very good, and most people are deficient in vitamin D. Especially those who don't get a lot of time in the sun, because you get vitamin D from the sun. Now, when you do take a vitamin D supplement, what you want to do is you want to take it with a meal that contains some fat. Because vitamin D is a fat-soluble vitamin, that means you need to consume some fat in order for that vitamin to be absorbed. Alright, next we have digestive enzymes. Now, digestive enzymes are just great for digesting your food, helping you break down that food. I don't use them all the time because I believe if you use them all the time with every single meal, you're letting these digestive enzymes break down your food, and your body starts releasing less of its own digestive enzymes, which is kind of defeating the purpose. So I only take this a couple times per week, and only before I train if I have a big meal. That just helps me break down that meal so I can get that meal into my bloodstream so I can go and train. But again, I don't want my body to rely on using a synthetic form of digestive enzymes and not my own body's digestive enzymes. But great for bloating. So if you do have a big meal and you want to get that digested, take a couple of digestive enzymes. And last but not least, I do supplement with cacao powder, a great source of magnesium and a great source of iron, and it is super high in antioxidants, 40 times higher than blueberries, believe it or not. Now, it's a great chocolate tea flavor, so I usually put it in my chocolate protein shakes or my banana protein shakes, and it kind of tastes like a perky nana. But there you go, guys. That is basically my supplement stack and the supplements that I use on a daily basis and every now and again.